Imagine ordering a pizza, and when it gets delivered to your house, you open it up and some of it's already been eaten. You think to yourself, you paid for the whole pizza. What happened? Think about Social Security now. You've paid into it since your first paycheck, so you want to get as much as you're entitled to. When you and your spouse start claiming Social Security benefits, it's a really important decision when planning for your retirement. Michael Stevens and his team at Capital Wealth Advisors understands Social Security and can help you make decisions as to when to start claiming benefits. They've helped hundreds of families plan for a great retirement. They'll help you create a retirement plan so that you can get as many slices of your retirement pie as possible. Call Capital Wealth Advisors at 801-210-2800 today and schedule a visit. That's 801-210-2800. Firm offers insurance services and is not affiliated with the U.S. government or any governmental agency. Capital Wealth Advisors is a state of Utah registered investment advisory firm.
Time to upgrade your adventure with an RV from Motorsportsland. Don't put off making exciting memories and exploring the many outdoor hideaways right here in Utah. Come in today and see how Motorsportsland can help you get away, or visit motorsportsland.com.
KSL-FM Midvale, KSL Salt Lake City.
Good afternoon, 3 o'clock at KSL News Radio. I'm Jeff Kaplan. Mostly cloudy. It's 28 degrees. KSL's top story. Utah has decided to follow the CDC's new guidelines on COVID isolation. KSL News Radio's Jessica Lowell begins our team coverage.
The rules will apply for all Utah schools, workplaces, and communities. The CDC outlined last week that if you test positive for COVID, you should stay home for 5 days, even if you don't have any symptoms. Once those 5 days are done and symptoms have improved, the State Department of Health says you don't have to isolate anymore, but have to wear a mask for another 5 days. As for exposures, anyone who's fully vaccinated with a booster doesn't have to quarantine at home, but should wear a mask for 10 days. Exposed unvaccinated people should stay home for 5 days, then wear a mask in public for another 5.
A lot of info to absorb. Vaccinated or unvaccinated, public health officials recommend if you're exposed to COVID, go and get tested 5 days later. The new guidelines from the Department of Health say exposed students can go to school 5 days later, as long as they wear a mask for the next 10 days. But Utah schools can't enforce that rule. KSL News Radio's Lindsay Ertz continues our team coverage.
Per the new guidelines, if a student is exposed to someone with the virus, they now wouldn't have to stay home if they're fully vaccinated, but they would need to wear a mask for 10 days. But spokesman of the Canyons District, Jeff Haney, says districts can't require students wear them.
State law prohibits a school district from having a mask mandate unless it's ordered by the county health department through a health order.
And it still has to be approved by the elected officials who govern that health department. State Health Department spokesman Jenny Johnson says enforcing masks after exposure or testing positive is just going to have to come from home.
It's really going to be up to parents making the right choice.
And it's not known yet if changing state law to allow for masking in schools is even on the table. Lindsay Ertz, KSL News Radio.
And good luck getting a COVID test this afternoon. We're hearing about long lines at drive-up testing centers. KSL News Time 3:02. Magna Elementary School has been evacuated after the school district found an issue with the school's gas meter. Students made their way over to Brockbank Junior High while maintenance and emergency personnel made sure the elementary school is safe for the kids. The school district says all kids are safe, they're accounted for, and they're telling parents don't come to the school at this time. KSL News Time 3:02. Students in the Jordan School District were told they might have to wait up to 2 hours for a bus ride to school this morning after more than a dozen drivers didn't come to work today. Here's KSL News Radio's Paul Nelson.
The Jordan School District has been dealing with a bus driver shortage all year, just like many other school districts across the country. But the shortage was felt especially hard after 18 drivers did not come to work for multiple reasons.
We couldn't make it to all the stops at the regular time.
District spokesperson Sandy Reescraft says they told parents to prepare for up to 2 hours in delays in getting their kids to school, but it actually ended up being 30 to 45 minutes. She also says they're hiring more drivers, but the workers they have now are pulling double shifts.
They're coming in at 4 or 5 in the morning and working until 4, 5, 6 at night.
Paul Nelson, KSL News Radio.
Illness. The tabloids today are calling it Flurona. Flurona, a rare combination of the coronavirus and the seasonal flu virus infecting an unlucky person simultaneously. Israel has confirmed its first case of flurona, an unvaccinated pregnant woman who was hospitalized with breathing problems. She's now out of the hospital. The world has only seen a few of these double-dose cases. We didn't get that many last year because most people were wearing masks. This year, all bets are off. A monster winter storm has trapped thousands of travelers at airports. Maria Chaleos is live at the KSL National News Desk.
Jeff, the mid-Atlantic storm has slammed several airports to a near halt. At Philadelphia International Airport, spokesperson Heather Redfern says a multitude of problems have compounded the number of delays.
Some of that is the COVID-related staffing issues that everybody has been talking about for the last week, but then there's also weather that's been a problem in other locations, and then what we're getting here.
Traffic tracking service FlightAware reports more than 2,600 U.S. flights and more than 4,100 worldwide were grounded as of midday. President Biden says his administration is continuing to work to reduce meat prices. He says farmers and ranchers are being squeezed by processors who wield more and more control in the industry.
Farmers and ranchers deserve a fair shake. American families facing high prices at grocery stores deserve a fair price to put food on the table.
The president announcing a new action plan that includes $1 billion in investments for smaller producers. New York's Attorney General has issued subpoenas to former President Trump and his two eldest children. Today's court filing seeks testimony and documents from Trump, Donald Trump Jr., and Ivanka Trump in connection with an investigation into the president's business practices. Live from the KSL National News Desk, I'm Maria Chaleos, KSL News Radio.
We're learning more about the death of Betty White. The 99-year-old actress died on Friday from natural causes. Her agent tells People magazine there were rumors that Betty White died just days after getting a booster shot. The agent says that's not true. He says that she died peacefully in her sleep at home. KSL News Time 3:06. Ricky Meese is here. So is today a work day or what?
It is a work day. Well,
okay.
For some of us.
How about on the roads?
No, it does look like a lighter than normal commute, and we'll take that. So far, Valley Freeway traffic looking pretty good despite a small accident in Utah County. It's on the on-ramp from SR 92 to southbound I-15. Ricky Meese in the KSL Traffic Center.
Hey, Ricky. You seeing a lot of traffic on the way to the gym this afternoon?
Oh, the gym rats. Yeah, no, they were there this morning, and then they've all left already.
I'm sure they were. Let's talk about it. My Minute of News is on the way next.